Hi, this is Melissa with Texas 10 and this week's History Minute. Today we're thinking about the date, July 7th, 1981, when Ronald Reagan nominated Sandra Day O'Connor to be the first woman Supreme Court Justice. Sandra Day O'Connor was born in El Paso, Texas, and grew up between El Paso and Arizona. She actually graduated from Austin High School in El Paso. Sandra Day O'Connor grew up on a ranch, and she was great on that ranch. She learned how to shoot, ride horses, ride farm equipment with the best of them. In fact, in later years, she and her brother wrote a beautiful memoir about the simplicity and beauty of growing up on a ranch. Later, Sandra Day O'Connor attended Stanford University and graduated with a BA in economics and later a law degree from Stanford. While at Stanford Law School, she met future Chief Justice William Rehnquist, and they began a relationship. However, that romance ended when William Rehnquist went to D.C. But he later proposed to her in a letter, of which Sandra Day said no. She was also courted by 3 other men who she also turned down marriage proposals. But later, John O'Connor III won her hand, and they married 6 months after she graduated from law school. Sandra Day O'Connor graduated from law school at the young age of 22. Despite being at the top of her class in Stanford, Sandra Day O'Connor's first job, she worked for free for the San Mateo County. Afterwards, her husband John was drafted, and she accompanied him to Germany. After he left the military, they returned to Arizona, where she took a 5-year break and had her 3 children. She later broke her first glass ceiling when she was elected to state office. She was the state senior majority leader in the state of Arizona. She later yielded that office and became a judge, first a trial judge and then an appellate judge. Reagan selected Sandra Day O'Connor without even interviewing her. And although there was some concern, she ended up winning and being confirmed with a vote of 99-0. Sandra Day O'Connor brought civility to the bench. She was that person who built bridges. But even with that, she was often the swing vote on many cases. Sandra Day O'Connor at one point was considered the most powerful woman in America. Sandra Day O'Connor spent 25 years on the bench, after which she retired. She spent her retirement with her husband, John Connor III, and sadly, he died of dementia. Later, Sandra Day O'Connor also succumbed to dementia at 93 years old in 2023. Sandra Day O'Connor is remembered as a powerful woman, a wonderful woman who did so much for women in America. So I'm proud to remember her on this day. Today's birthday, we celebrate Ima Hogg. She was born on July 10th, 1882. Now, we all know the name Ima Hogg, an unfortunate name, I realize, and there is a Texas legend that she had a sister named Ura Hogg. That is not true. Ima did come from a very powerful family. Her father later became the first native-born Texan to become governor of our state. And then after he left, amassed great riches in the oil industry. Ima Hogg and her brothers were always wary of living off that money. Ima Hogg was very philanthropic. She never married, never had children, and she was later nicknamed the First Lady of Texas because of her generosity. She was instrumental in giving great works of art to the Houston Museum of Art and instrumental in starting the ballet, the Houston Ballet. So today we remember Ima on her birthday. Happy birthday, Ima. I hope that you all will join us next week for more Texas History Minutes, and like us and share on Facebook, Instagram, and go to our website at texas10.com.